So having laid out what the challenge is, let me talk briefly about the kinds of tools that I think we have to use. And the title of this speech is All of the Above, because I believe that in some of the debate we've had over the strategy on terrorism, we've tended to divide into two groups. One group that is exclusively focused on military approaches, and one group that says, no, it's a law enforcement problem. And my argument is it's everything. It's all of the above. We have to use every tool in the national security and homeland security toolbox, and we also have to invent a few tools that we haven't yet fashioned. Now, there's value in each of these approaches. If you look at the military option, there's no doubt that we could not have caused the damage we did to al-Qaeda if we had not taken the battle into Afghanistan, where we could drive them from their refuge, where we could capture them, where we could kill them, and where we could force them to run into hiding. That was a major positive development in struggling against al-Qaeda. But at the same time, we've also used civilian tools. We've used intelligence collection capabilities like interception of communications. We've used our ability to disrupt the flow of finance using some of our civil law authorities. We've even used conventional law enforcement, particularly in this country where we have arrested and successfully prosecuted a number of people, either directly for terrorist acts or for acts that perhaps were not terrorist in nature, but allowed us to incapacitate someone who we had reason to believe was a terrorist. All of these approaches taken together, all of the above, constitute, in my view, what is an appropriate and layered comprehensive strategy to dealing with terrorism. Deterring terrorists from entering the country, capturing or killing them in their home base if you can do it, stopping them in the course of their travel, and bringing them to justice if we can find them in this country or in other civilized parts of the world. Of course, these measures, while all important, are not sufficient because we also have to strike at the root cause of terrorism. That's not about economics, that's about ideology. And that's why part of what we have to continue to push on is what some describe as soft power, but what I would describe as ideological engagement. We have to challenge the ideological underpinning of the radical extremist groups like al-Qaeda that are carrying out these terrorist acts. We do it by promoting the rule of law. We do it by promoting democracy. We do it by promoting literacy. We do it by enabling people in the very communities that the terrorists are seeking to use as pools of recruiting, by enabling them to strike back, and by enabling them to articulate an alternative vision, for example, of what it is to be a Muslim, a mainstream vision that is not rooted in an ideology of terror, but rather in the great religious belief that is the underpinning of the Muslim religion. All of these efforts together are the only way we can prevail in what I believe will be a long struggle.